And to Ken's left, he was an Ewok and a Jawa in Return of the Jedi, and also Gringotts Goblin in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, the Half-Blood Prince, and in Deathly Hallows Parts 1 and 2, Mr. Brian Wheeler. And last but by no means least, he was a fat fry. He was fat fry in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, but you all know him more as Dorian Moldova from Doctor Who, Mr. Simon Fisher-Becker. So what we're going to do, I've got 6 questions that I'll be asking, and then we'll throw it out to the audience. Okay, so the first question goes to Ken and Femi. And basically, how did you get into acting? So, ladies first, Femi, how did you get into acting?
Well, actually, my gift was dance, and it was fortuitous that when I was at school, one of my best friends said, "Would you like to come to a dance class with me?" And I said, "Yeah, okay, I'll come along." I had no idea. And then at the end of the dance class, I just said, "I want to be a dancer." So from the age of 4, I did my dance classes up until the age of... and then after I did my training at dance school in London and in New York, I auditioned. And I auditioned for my first festival show when I was about 17. And it went on from there for 30 years.
Brilliant, thank you very much. So the same to Ken.
Oh, that's quite a question. I tell you, a newspaper reporter once asked me, "When did you decide to be an actor?" And I said, "Oh, I guess I was about 8 years old, but I didn't decide to be one, I just realized I was one. And so I stuck with it. And I stuck with it until I was about 24 years old, and I thought, well, it's about time you did it." So I became an ASM in Weekly Rep. A form of slavery, by the way. But it teaches you things.
Thank you very much. Okay, second question, and this is to Brian. Now this is a long one, so I'm going to take a deep breath. How did you get the part as Gringotts Goblin, and how long did it take to get costumed up? And was it very hot to wear, and if so, how did you keep cool? So how did you get the part? We'll start with that bit.
Got the part as normal actors do. I went up and auditioned in London. I got the part just as a banker. Second question was,
how long did it take to get costumed up?
well, the makeup.
Yes.
People that were actually behind at the back just had a long mask they pulled on. And because I was near the front, I had to have a piece on the bottom of my mouth, a piece on the top, a piece on the back, extra nose, black contact like lenses, false teeth. So it took me about 5 hours for them to dress me up. And one day they just wanted me to dress it up, put all the stuff on, and then the makeup designer came and looked at me and went, "Yep, that suits you, take it off." So it was 3 hours to take it back off. So that was mainly. But to keep cool, we just took off mainly jackets and our waistcoats because it just kept cool like that. You just got used to being hot. And as bald people always do know, the more stuff you put on top of your head, the more you sweat.
Exactly. Okay, the next question goes to Simon. So it's a similar question to you. How long did it take to get the makeup? Sorry, how long did it take to get the makeup on for the part of Dorian Moldova? And how long did it take to take it off?
I was very lucky. The whole process of makeup and costume was allocated 2 hours. And the first day they shaved my head because Stephen Moffat asked if I would shave my head because a skull cap with HD would look like a skull cap. And but it was only when they shaved my head they found the back of my head was like the dark side of the moon. So it looks as if I got a skull cap anyway. But to the simple answer, about 2 hours to do the lot, and about 40 minutes to take it off. But the best part of it is they wetted towels and put them in a microwave. God, I got the Elvis shake on my neck. Very comfortable dreams that
So not so bad. So not as bad as Grimes 5 hours. So it's still a long time though, isn't it, to stay still for.
I mean, the worst part about it was when they painted me, they then sprayed me with a fixing agent.
Oh wow.
Which is very sticky, and also like hairspray, it tastes horrible.
Oh no.
And the stickiness, what I had was this sensation. And those of you will know, when you want to wash your hands, you need to wash your hands. And that's what I had all day. So,
Oh yeah, look at that.
got it?
Small price to pay though, I'm sure. Right. Now, question 4 is to everyone, so when we'll start ladies first again. If you were not an actor, what job would you like to do?
I would like to. I would come back as a dancer again. Yes.
Was it Cats? Was it Cats you?
I did Cats originally. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So you'd like to go back?
Yeah.
Okay, Ken. So again, if you were not an actor, what would you like to do?
I'll take your job. You can make your own dollar.
That sounds absolutely perfect to me. Yeah. Okay, Brian. To you.
Before I got into this, I studied graphic design, so I'd like to get back into that. And it's completely different now with computers, and the way I first did it, you have to hand draw everything. But now with computers, it's a lot more interesting and a lot more artistic, we'll say. So yeah, graphic design.
Graphic design, brilliant.
I'd probably like to be a weatherman. Although I'm built like a barrage balloon, I could at least see what the weather's like up there. Yes, I always fancy the idea of trying to predict what the weather is.
Yeah, why not? So, BBC, ITV, Sky News, not bothered.
The highest paycheck.
That is a perfect answer. Thank you. Okay, on to question number 5. So this goes to Ken. How did you get the part as Admiral Pitt in Star Wars?
Well, I had to meet the director, and he just said, I'm looking for somebody who would scare the shit out of Adolf Hitler, and I think you're it. That's what he said to me. The shortest conversation I've ever had. I didn't say anything. I just sat there. Because I thought my fear is translating into something the other way around.
Okay, so my final question before we throw it out to the audience, and this is to Femi. This is a 2-part question. What has been the best thing that you remember in your acting career? And the second part, what is the weirdest thing that you've been asked to sign? I don't make these questions up, I just read them.
You know what?
Yeah.
The first one, I haven't got any favourite because I was fortunate to have, as a career, some wonderful jobs. So they're all different as well. Every one brings something different to the table. So I've just been really blessed that I've had a wonderful career, and I've worked hard. But no one has bought anything weird for me to sign. So that's a disappointment to be honest with you. I've been very fortunate.
Well, we've still got just over an hour to go. So you never know.
You never know.
In the afternoon.
This was a first, absolutely.
Exactly. Right, so of course.
The weirdest thing I've had to sign at the moment is the top of somebody's head. And why on earth would somebody want the sign of the top of somebody's head? Because they'd never see it.
That's quite true.
Actually, I did. So when I was in Spain, I did sign. Somebody had a tattoo of my character on her back, and she wanted me to sign it, and then she'd do it tattooed. But
That's not bad. That's not weird.
That was not that. So that's
Yes, by all means.
Hello, there we are. I was asked to sign somebody's pubic bone.
Oh.
That is, yes, that is all.
This guy is getting signatures from everybody, and then the signatures would be tattooed. And for some reason, mine was on his pubic bone. So I think it was the only space that was left. But that's the weirdest.
It is weird. Should we do a full set? Have you Kim had any strange strange requests.